GangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode. We haven't had a good martial art movie to review in a while, though.
Yeah, like I mean, the last one we did was Extraction. Well, that was somewhat martial arts.
Nah, I'm talking about like a real, like the last one was like Get Mad 4.
Oh yeah. That one was
fucking classic. Like,
yeah, and that's another thing. It seems like people are afraid to to put out some real rated R shit, like where niggas just had to solve their problems with their hands and their feet and some weapons, nigga.
It's actually more like an action movie. Like, we'll get another action one when they come out, but I'm feeling for like a good fighting. I guess because boxing been decent.
And I believe obviously, well, there is one. I mean, I don't know if we want to go into our reactions on that now, or we can do that later. That kind of.
Yeah. We actually can because we kind of feeling for it. So
yeah. You know what? Yeah, we'll go into our reaction on this. Before we do that, then we gotta wrap it up. So
yeah, definitely recommend Willy's Wonderland. Came out recently. We all give it an 8 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is above average. That means it's a dope movie.
Right.
Definitely recommend it. It's funny. The acting's good. It's well done. Professional grade A cheese.
Yeah. And that's real talk. Yeah.
But there has been a drought for like good violent martial art movies, and you can see that we haven't been reviewing any in a while. We up here saying Get Mad 4.
Yeah.
So earlier this year, damn.
Just a couple of days ago.
Last week. Yeah. That Mortal Kombat trailer came out for the film.
Yeah, it did. That shit, and I originally, because I remember I woke up too, I was checking my messages on my phone, and I saw all this mentions on Mortal Kombat this. I was like, Mortal Kombat that. I was like, I knew it was supposed to be released, and it was like, oh, it's the Russian version of this. So now, obviously, I'm weak, so I was like, I was like, it's Russian dubbing, but I'm weak, so like, you know what, fuck it, it's about the visuals anyways. I don't need to understand Russian in this, So I watched that shit. After I watched it, I texted LB about it. I was like, I told him like, yo, they're not fucking around with this shit, So a couple hours later, the American version leaked, and I sent LB the link to the YouTube on that shit. He comes back to me, it's like, yo, they really not fucking around. So like this trailer, it brought back the feelings, bruh. It brought back. I was like, this is what we're talking about, just good. Wanton violence, and it's the Red Band trailer too, which I was surprised that they released it like it did, because usually if it was American, they'd kind of like tone down some of the shit. They didn't tone down a goddamn thing.
The trailer was reminding me of that Alien versus Predator Requiem.
Yeah,
like that shit was just violent as fuck. Like,
hell yeah. I was like, yeah, and obviously, if you watch the two Mortal Kombat, obviously the video game is classic. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone in here has not only played Mortal Kombat for hours, has have their own characters that they used to start on people on the arcades and shit. Like
10 and 11 and all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mortal Kombat X and all that shit. So
hell yeah,
you on the up and up. But,
yeah, and of course, in the 90s, in the mid 90s, we actually got the live action, the first Mortal Kombat. Yeah, what was that? You ordering food, P?
Fat ass nigga.
No, sorry. That was a TV.
Oh. Yeah, no, but yeah, that Mortal Kombat shit, like, obviously we got Mortal Kombat in 1995, and of course, that was the first really good video game movie, and that shit was classic.
Yeah, like classic, like probably the best video game movie ever made.
Absolutely. And then afterwards, we got Annihilation a couple years later, and the less said about that.
Which was probably the worst video game movie ever made.
No. Super Mario Brothers is, or Double Dragon, one or the other.
The thing is, Annihilation is just as bad as those, so it's like it's still top 3.
Yeah, at least Annihilation had some fighting in there. Double Dragon was just ass. The only thing that was good about Double Dragon was Alyssa Milano's ass, where she's crawling through that pipe. That was the only good thing about that goddamn movie.
Damn, that's some weird, random shit to remember about a trash ass movie.
Nigga, I was a horny adolescent. The fuck. That's the shit. That's the only shit I can fucking remember about that damn movie. That damn
wow. Okay.
You know, but Mortal Kombat, you know, and you had one good live action Mortal Kombat, and you had fail, and then I know they did like the shorts.
You had TV series, you had cartoons, all that shit was dope.
Mm-hmm.
The video games been dope. They made a resurrection as far as like the significant. Because remember, one time Mortal Kombat was getting stale.
Yeah, because they were adding all types of bullshit characters in there, and they were kind of fucking around with the format. And in fact, there was one Mortal Kombat game. I think there was this Sub-Zero game. That's probably like one of the worst shits I've ever seen in my life for a video game. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, a whole bunch of spin-offs, but Mortal Kombat started coming back when them DC games came out. Like at first you had DC versus Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And also I disagree with Mortal Kombat being the best video game movie, but I personally prefer Resident Evil, but that's a whole other story.
yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah. I mean, Resident Evil's up there. Like, no, don't get me wrong, Resident Evil's up there, but it just don't have the impact as Mortal Kombat. Like,
and I saw both of them in the theater, and I enjoyed both. You know,
I enjoyed both. I didn't see Resident Evil in the theaters though, but I saw part 2 in the theaters, but Mortal Kombat was in the theaters. Like,
yeah,
it's just the impact. Like the impact. The reason why I rated over Resident Evil because it was the impact boosted. Like.
Mm-hmm.
That was a movie everybody was talking about at school, everywhere. The music, the commercials,
mm-hmm.
the soundtrack, the video. It's like the Resident Evil was always on point, but it never had that impact.
Not at all. Like the game, like in fact, because I think they probably
not even the game itself had that impact.
No, like it was just a dope game. Like it was on because
it was a dope game that got a movie. Like that's like saying like Silent Hill the best video game movie.
Silent Hill was dope. The hell.
It was, but it ain't the best video game movie. Like, and I seen that in the theater.
You know, but it just seemed like we were just overdue for seeing like some live action shit for Mortal Kombat, and then just seeing everything.
See, those movies are horror. Those are horror games.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easier to make a horror movie out of a horror game. Like,
absolutely,
you almost damn near making a horror movie, but now you got a good source material.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat was like something that you always see people fuck up. Like you'll have some type of fighting game or something, or something action adventure, but they just fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
So when you finally got all these people, you know, fighting, and then the characters look similar to the ones in the game, people didn't redo the costumes or no stupid shit, and they kept it authentic, and then it didn't look cheesy. Of course, niggas gonna say that's the best.
Yes.
but I do respect Resident Evil. Like, if you was having a list of like the top video game movies, Resident Evil is like at least 2 or 3.
Absolutely.
I don't even know what's the. I guess Silent Hill's up there. What the fuck?
I mean, shit. I mean, hell, even Sonic the Hedgehog was actually.
I was gonna say Sonic the Hedgehog was dope.
Yeah, I still ain't see that shit.
Yeah.
I'm a big Sonic fan, but yeah, I still ain't. I don't know. I guess it's some shit. It happens too late. I'm not gonna go back and. Sonic come out like, I mean, nigga, I had a Sega Genesis in '92 when it came out. Like, that Sonic movie needed to be out in like '95.
Yeah, no, I'm saying because when Sonic actually had the cartoon and everything, you right.
Yeah, not no fucking 2020.
And especially since Sega is now is like no longer a name or no longer a leader in consoles. So it's like,
what's next? Fucking the Shenmue movie,
fucking Crash Bandicoot.
Bring out the Dreamcast movie. What, Fighting Vipers gonna get a movie? Like, fuck out of here.
I mean, they need to give us a good like classic Street Fighter movie.
No, I've given up on that. They've tried.
And honestly, the worst. I mean, they need to give us a good because the movie that they made that was probably the worst video game movie of all time is the damn Tekken Tekken movie.
Yeah, the less said about that bullshit, the better.
Hold on, the cartoon Tekken movie?
Nah, there's a live action Tekken movie.
A live action Tekken movie? I think I know what you're talking about, but that shit wasn't good.
As far as you're concerned, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, like honestly, I vaguely remember seeing that and kind of just erasing it from my head.
Yeah, it's definitely one. Yeah, Tekken. At first, Tekken didn't really have that much of a deep story. I mean, it was just very individualized. But yeah, the movie itself, they didn't even bother. They didn't make an effort.
Tekken is dope. It's just they should have kept it like the cartoon movie. Like you can only really do Tekken justice if you just go to part 2. Like when you try to go all past that shit, that's like with Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat works good if you go up to like Mortal Kombat 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, and it looked like, and pretty much all the characters that they showed in the trailer were all there. Like Scorpion, I think Scorpion went there first. Scorpion in his human form, killing,
Jax, Goro.
Yeah, that's it. They showed this. Yeah, when Sub-Zero froze Jack's arms and broke them off, I was like, oh shit! Like they're going with that story now.
Yeah, that shit was real, dog. Like it was gory. And it looked like it was real martial artists fighting. It wasn't this whole, let's get some actors and put them through CGI fights. Like, nobody want to see that shit.
Yeah, no, like the dude that's playing Sub-Zero was in the Raid movies.
Yeah, see, that's what you want to see. Look, man, I'll take fucking Silk the Shocker from Hot Boys acting if it's coming from a real martial artist.
Exactly, and a lot of these cats in the movie that got casted are real martial artists. Like the cat that obviously the cat that plays obviously Scorpion, he's a real martial artist. Shang Tsung, Liu Kang.
Not one of these hoes that's looking for an Oscar-winning performance from a martial art movie.
I really wish they would have kept Michael Jai White as Jax, because when they were gonna make it in 2013 and it didn't work out, they had a trailer for it and Michael Jai White was Jax. So I'm like, why didn't they keep it? But I don't know. It is what it is.
And he's like bigger now. Like,
yeah.
Maybe they could put him back in the new Spawn movie or some shit.
Yeah, no, but I'll give the new cat who's playing Jax a chance. I mean, he actually bulked up for the role. I just have to make sure hopefully that he got good training actually doing this shit. But yeah, I mean, first of all, they showed Goro in there. I didn't even think Goro was even going to be in this Mortal Kombat for some reason.
But you gotta have more Goro. It's like there's no Mortal Kombat without Goro.
Yeah, they showed Shao Kahn. No, they showed the statue of Shao Kahn, so he might be up in there. They showed Melina in there. I think they showed a little bit of Kitana. And Sonya Blade, Kano. Yeah, the Kano. Honestly, when Kano did the laser shit with his eye, because I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think they was gonna go there with that. Honestly, that shit when he started talking about while shooting that laser from his eye, I was like, that shit too real. I was like, damn, I feel like I'm 12 years old.
Kano wins.
A part of me was like, optic blast, and I was like, never mind. Like, I was like, wrong shit. Like now I'm like, if this movie comes, made me feel like the arcade need to be open.
Yeah, it's too bad the damn Scorpions get over here was so lame.
Yeah,
that was so weak.
Yeah,
but I understand, because I think I was watching a little bit of like the behind the scenes video, like, and they were talking more about it. Like that scene, it's really hard to do that like if they do it like the way we want it to, it comes off kind of cartoony. Cause like, how would he get, like, they're trying to make it real. Like I don't know. Yeah, like the way he's get over here, like the way we want it, like in the video game, is too corny and cartoony. It wouldn't work.
Didn't the first movie get it right?
Yeah, they got it right. The first movie, get down here, get over here. You know,
got that shit right. Like to me, the Scorpion Johnny Cage fight was still like my favorite fight out the first movie.
Yes.
Just the shit with the whole going into forest into the hell, like nah.
Yeah,
that shit was dope, like crazy.
Yeah,
and then that, I think Reptile and Liu Kang.
Yeah, and this one's good because this one's then we're gonna see Bihan Sub-Zero become Noob Saibot, which is awesome because Noob Saibot is that dude.
Yes, yeah. Noob Saibot.
That's the thing. It's like they need to understand. Like all you got to do is just keep it at Mortal Kombat 2 level of the story, and you got enough material to work with. But when Annihilation, they tried to add all these motherfucking characters.
The other thing was, like, the one that was missing from the trailer was Johnny Cage, and everybody was like, well, where's Johnny Cage? But then I guess the producer tweeted on there that he is in it technically, because somebody's like, it sucks Johnny Cage's not in it, and like he tweeted he's not in it, which means he is in it in some capacity. Just how, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to wait to see. I mean, Johnny Cage, obviously, he's a popular character, in there, and I mean, everyone's probably like, played with him like in the arcades and shit like that.
No, so my biggest complaint about this trailer was so dope. I've watched it like 6-7 times. My only complaint, of course, is where is Techno Syndrome? You cannot. I don't care. You cannot have a Mortal Kombat anything without the Mortal Kombat Techno Syndrome song. I need to hear my test your might. Mortal Kombat. Like you cannot. No, you cannot have that without. You cannot have Mortal Kombat without.
I guess people are looking at it like that. That's like so cheesy and overdone, but people don't understand how epic that shit sounded.
It did, it really was though. But I mean, unless the whole tone is like, I mean, because obviously maybe they're just trying to go dark, make it really super grimy and violent. That it'll kind of.
They could work that in there because I feel like whenever I hear that music, like in my head, I'm envisioning like a whole group of people like running up on a hill about on some like Viking Spartacus battle, like. Mortal Kombat.
For real though, and I also I have a feeling that Sub-Zero will probably be the MVP of the movie. Like I know the thing that everyone was talking about was dude stabbing Scorpion in that fight, and then he froze Scorpion's blood, stabbed him with that shit, and then threw him through a wall of ice. I was like, God damn, this nigga really hates Scorpion.
I mean, Scorpion had his get back in the other movie. Like, let's Sub-Zero get his.
You did that. I was like, but no, like if Sub-Zero
Scorpion had a whole fucking movie, like Sub-Zero can't get a trailer.
Oh man, no, but yeah, no, that trailer, like that trailer, like I wanted this shit like now. Like after watching that like a couple 10 times at least, I was like, I want this movie now. But it's going. It's going to
rate the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just 10 for 10. The fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's classic.
10.
Yeah, like, and when we do review this, like, I mean, it's only gonna go. It can only go higher. Like, it might be the first time you might hear us say something like 11 or 12 out of 10, depending on how raw that shit gets. And I feel it will get raw. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait until April 16th, where it'll either come out in the theaters for the people that you want to brave the Rona, or if you have HBO Max, you'll watch it there. It'll come on at 3:00 in the morning. That's when one of them new movies be hitting. Or you go to some certain places where you know somebody that knows somebody. You'll have your own little copy.
The black market.
Yeah, the black market.
Like, why I gotta be the black market?
Yeah, because saying Asian market would be racist in these times.
Colored market. I feel like I'm about to come back with some jar of prunes and herbs. But yeah, let's get into this damn final topic. Knock this shit out.
Yeah, this final topic. Of course, this is our lone boxing topic.